What's going on, guys? Box Office Bookie is back with another video. Today I'm going to review Wes Anderson's Asteroid City. As many of you know, Wes Anderson has some of the best films to date: The Royal Tenenbaums, Life Aquatic, Grand Budapest Hotel, The Jeering Unlimited. Sorry, I was getting tongue-tied with that fucking movie. Fantastic Mr. Fox. He's got a lot of great movies in his filmography. So when Asteroid City was coming out, I was pretty excited. After the movie was said and done, giving my honest opinion, never have a bias with anything, even though, I try to keep it right in the middle. I'm disappointed to say that Asteroid City is definitely ranked in his lower tier of filmography. This movie was marketed into something totally unexpected when I saw the previews. It's not like the trailers intends at all. It's actually more of a story within the story. The context I do not want to spoil, but Asteroid City is about a widower played by Jason Schwartzman, who brings along his 4 children to his oldest son's science expedition or science fair actually, and their car breaks down right in Asteroid City. Now, Asteroid City is famous for a meteor which landed in the middle of the desert in Asteroid City. From there, just a bunch of crazy hijinks happen, and you get those great Wes Anderson dialogue mannerisms, which are very obtuse, very left field, and they're played brilliantly by the ensemble, which is in the movie. I can't even knock Asteroid City for being, in my opinion, just a very bland, mediocre film. To many other Wes Anderson fans, this movie could be potentially great in their opinion. Just to me, there's just a lot of underlying messages that just didn't come across to me. It's not, I don't want to hear, well, you may be too stupid to understand the overall plot. That's not it. It's just a film can become a little too pretentious for its own good. And even though movies are an art form, and the director's mission is to get that message across to his mainstream viewership, I just don't think a lot of fans or just mainstream moviegoers are gonna get what's going on within the context of the movie. And it becomes a little too confusing, because even though it's a story within a story, when those two executions try to come together and merge as one film, the messages start to become a little bit all over the place, and that's when you lose the viewer, and that's what happened to me. But I still appreciate what Wes Anderson did here. There are a lot of strong points in this movie that keep it from being an ultimate fail. Wes Anderson's directing is incredible. It's always been incredible. The blocking is top-notch in this movie. Just the way everything is framed is a piece of art within each frame. Where he puts his characters, they all are there for a specific reason within that frame, because they all do their own set of blocking within that particular frame. The cinematography is just crazy. All his movies are just amazing. They just remind me of Norman Rockwell paintings. They're just very stark, pale colors that pop to me. That's what I came to realize throughout a lot of his movies. They're just a lot of those, like, pale contrasty colors that have a lot of pop within each frame. It's very gorgeous to look at. Can't get enough of just the lighting and even the camera execution in the movie itself. It's like the camera is its own actor, because it's chasing along these characters who have to go from scene to scene doing specific things. I just think most of Wes Anderson's films are incredible on a technical front. The actors, you have a very strong ensemble here, and Wes Anderson uses most of his favorite actors again to play parts in Asteroid City. There are newcomers like Tom Hanks, who didn't really get much to do here. I felt his character was a very one-note character. I feel like any other actor could have played that part. Jason Schwartzman was top-notch. Jeffrey Wright, Scarlett Johansson were my top 3 in that movie. They all played their parts brilliantly, and you could see that they were the scene stealers of that film. The things that lacked were the pacing was just a little bit off. I mean, again, this isn't my cup of tea, so people may enjoy this movie for what it is. The pacing was just a struggle of the whole movie itself, just because, again, you're telling 2 stories at once, and some of those characters within that one specific story merge into the second story. Again, I do not want to give it away because I really don't want to spoil anything, because it wasn't marketed like that. It was marketed as the film just being entirely set in Asteroid City, and I'll keep it at that. I still appreciate a lot of the cinematic achievements that Asteroid City did. Again, I couldn't help but laugh at a lot of the dialogue that was said on screen. Wes Anderson's exposition is nothing short of brilliant, so I'll give him that. The cinematography, the camera operating, all top notch. Directing is great. Everything that I wanted to see within a Wes Anderson movie I got. It's just the story fell a little bit too short for my liking. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Asteroid City. Again, check it out. I try to be fair with all my reviews. I try to stay in the middle ground based off my opinions, and just because I love movies in general doesn't mean that you can't appreciate something different than me. And that's the brilliance of enjoying a movie for what it is, because everyone has their own opinions based off what they see. But definitely check it out if you want to. And for my next review, I hope to see Indy 5 within the next few days. Stay tuned for more from the Box Office Bookie, and I'll get back to you later.